Now I'm not gonna come up here and pretend I knew everything about Dreamer. The first time I saw this character was in Absolute Power, and then I had to start doing some research and I saw that she already appeared in Supergirl. I guess this is where she's from. And she made her first appearance in DC's Pride in 2022, where it looks like everybody's getting their gay on. And I had to look her up just because I wanted to know how strong this character was. She seemed to have a pretty standard power set: astral projection, she can teleport through people's dreams, she can see their future through dreams, she got energy projection, force fields, basic hand-to-hand combat. Like, I really didn't bat an eye at this character when I did some research. But what happened in Absolute Power number 4, I feel like now she should be talked about because it implies some crazy stuff and some crazy levels of power. So for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in Absolute Power, she was blown to smithereens. But she comes back in the final Absolute Power and she reveals that she was able to rebuild herself because Martian Manhunter continued to dream about her. So it seems like even after death, if someone is continuing to dream about this character, she can use that dream of herself to rebuild herself in the dreamscape and then come back to the actual world. And it got me thinking, like, how far does this go? Does that not make this character immortal? If she dies at all and someone's dreaming about her, can she not always rebuild herself? And then it got me wondering, in what way can she rebuild herself? Is it the way they thought of her? The way they dreamt about her? What if somebody is dreaming about Dreamer stronger than she actually was? Like, their idea of her was stronger than she was, then she'd rebuild herself in that stronger way. Would she come back more powerful? Can she rebuild herself younger, faster? It seems like the implications are so vast, and I feel like this makes her so much stronger. And maybe they thought it would be just like a throwaway, but I was completely taken aback by this. I thought she was just dead. Based on her normal power set, I thought her being blown to bits was it. I thought it was over. And I think her coming back the way she did is insane and very impressive. And now it got me wondering when we're going to see Dreamer again and what can actually stop the Dreamer. And I think a really good comic to see Dreamer in action is Titans Beast World Tour Metropolis, where we see her trying to stop catastrophes because she can still see in the future through dreams. But in this comic, she's starting to see the future even when she's awake, so she's trying to actually stop a bunch of things, and she works with John Kent Superman. I think it's a decent comic to try and understand Dreamer and to understand the relationship between her and Superman, since that does play a role in the Absolute Power event. Either way, I already thought she was fairly interesting when I was reading Absolute Power. She was definitely one of my favorites and one of the standouts. And now that she's come back the way that she has, I feel like a conversation definitely needs to be had about how powerful Dreamer actually is. But either way, I think she's very different. I like to see heroes with power sets that I've never really seen before. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Dreamer. Me personally, I would love to see her in another event. And I really did like her in Absolute Power. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.